Greetings, fellow citizens of the Interbubs. This is Rendog coming at ya in another Minecraft episode from the HermitCraft server. Welcome back, everybody, to our second week here out in exile. 30 million blocks away from civilization, and with very little stuff to speak of other than a bit of iron gear and a lovely little boat to live in over there. My fellow Minecraft players, I'm very proud to present the most technically advanced early game mining system that has ever been created by any hermit or any Minecrafter who has ever Minecrafted. It is Rendog's mining well of amazingness. Take a look at this. We have a system that takes us all the way down into a geode, and from the geode, we then venture forth into the most advanced mining network that has ever been mining networked. Yes, indeed. Welcome, friends, to a cave down below the exile area. And for the last few days and over the last couple of streams, I've been down here yoinking a bunch of resources out of the place. A ton of iron, a ton of gold, a ton of copper, and a ton of junk. Which is what you expect from the early game of Minecraft. And I must admit, it has been really, really interesting and satisfying coming back to the early game and just spending some time down here. Managed to get an absolute ton of diamonds during a 2 or 3 hour mining session I did on stream last week, and very pleased with all the loot that I managed to yoink out of this cave, although I have now basically destroyed my diamond pickaxe, and we're going to need to make another one. And, well, there's a bunch of amazing things that I discovered down here. Look at this. A giant cave that is still yet to be fully explored. I've been coming down here in the mornings and just yoinking what I can, and there is still huge amounts of area to explore down here. Although, most importantly, I discovered something about an hour ago during my early morning caving session, which has got me very excited. It is the resource known as the shiny blue rock, and it is not just a shiny blue rock, it is an original shiny blue rock, smooth stone diamond, which is only acquirable via a silk touch pickaxe, which we do not have right now. And I'm hoping that in today's episode we can get some sort of silk touch action on a pickaxe so we can yoink those and display them with pride in the boat. On a pedestal or something. That'd be pretty sweet. But at the same time, today, I would like to try and take us from this early game jankiness into some sort of a less early game jankiness. And as I have discovered over the last few days out here in exile, one of the things that holds us early game Minecrafters back is the humble furnace. Not because it doesn't do a good job, just because it does it kind of slowly. And if we have this insane amount of ores to smelt, and also, I don't know, maybe we want to smelt blocks into building blocks, like cobble into normal stone so that we can make bricks, etc. We need a better furnace system of some kind. And that's what we're going to crack on with today, everyone. I want to try and make like a community auto-smelting facility that will help not only me, but everybody else out here also be able to smelt all the blocks that they desire for whatever build they are choosing to build. And for this, we're going to require quite a few hoppers, which is why I've been down here in the mines collecting as much iron as possible. Managed to yoink about 2 and a smidge stacks, which should be enough iron to make what I want. Although this is not going to be the most advanced auto-smelting system of all time, guys. It's going to be an early game one, okay? So if you're currently in the early game of Minecraft and you're looking for a super advanced mega smelter of super professional Minecrafting, you need to look no further. I've got a design for you that is going to be perfect. And speaking of perfection, I'm looking at those 32 levels we're currently rocking right now. Very tasty indeed. And with 22 diamonds currently in the bank, we can use this facility to perhaps enchant our very first high-powered pickaxe, which would be most lovely indeed. Although we're going to be rolling the dice on this one, of course, because there's no really way for us to control this enchanting table. So I'm going to contribute to the communal enchanting system. All of my lapis lazuli can be used by anybody out here. I think that's pretty fair enough to get a nice bit of free enchanting here. Thank you, Jevon, for the awesomeness, although that makes me kind of sad. That's efficiency 3 for a level 3 enchant. That is no good. I guess we can try and enchant the shovel first. Let's go with a level 1 enchant on the shovel so we have enough levels for a reroll on the pickaxe. That's going to be Unbreaking 3, which, you know what, is good enough for me even if we don't get anything else. And we don't, obviously, because, you know, it's Minecraft, and Minecraft never awards you with anything, right? Never, ever. But Unbreaking 3 diamond pickaxe, I'll take it. Now that's a sight for sore eyes, let me tell you, friends. A naturally spawned giant red mushroom. That tells me there is some dark oak woodage around this area. A very small amount, oh my goodness, look at this, tiny little microbiome of dark oak wood logs. Exactly what I've been looking for. I've been traveling true south now for a couple thousand blocks because I need this wood type for our smelting facility today. Oh my goodness, this is so adorable. Little baby turtles. Looks like they're coming straight for me, but actually they're just heading toward the ocean. There's the mama. Good job, mama. You've made a couple of babies. Yes, good work. Anyway, yes, I have been traveling a couple thousand blocks true south to find these things. And back home, I've been smelting a few blocks and getting some of that iron into the traditional furnaces to get them smelted into hoppers. And I thought I'd bring you guys back just to quickly show the collection of the dark oak wood log. I don't think anybody has any dark oak wood in Exile just yet, so we can share some of these saplings with our fellow exilees. But for now, I'm gonna yoink a bunch of this, get at least 12 saplings from these trees, and then we can head home all the way in that direction, which, by the way, is very, very far. As you can see, we're literally in the middle of nowhere over here, and Exile is all the way back there. Should probably have got myself a horse or something to make this task a little bit easier, but guys, we're in the early game of Minecraft, okay? That's my excuse. Early game, therefore I can be a noob. Not that I'm always a noob, but this time I have an excuse. It's the early game. Something interesting I've learned today, everybody. Doing redstone without any redstone is kind of an interesting endeavor, because that's exactly what this little auto smelting facility is. It is automatic, but without a single bit of redstone. It does, however, have 66 hoppers, which I realized today requires an absolute insane amount of iron. So I've spent most of the day down in the mines collecting iron, and I think we're about ready to give this thing a try. And we still need to get some fuel into the furnaces and whatnot, and then make more fuel for the furnaces. But I've decided to put this thing right over here at the entrance to New Hermiton. This is going to be a communal smelter, so I want anybody who gets into Exile to have access to it. And I guess we'll make like a little road or something that goes up here that people can follow. And I'll try keep it completely stocked up with fuel so that anybody that comes here can smelt to their heart's content. And yeah, let me show you how this thing works. I mean, it's very simple. We got 4 furnaces on this side that is going to feed everything it cooks into the central chest. We got 4 blast furnaces over there too for the ores, and another couple of furnaces here. So 8 normal furnaces in total. Not the fastest auto smelter, but for an early game auto smelter that requires an insane amount of hoppers, I think it's going to do the job really nicely. First and foremost, though, we need to get some fuel into all of the furnaces, and then we'll make some more fuel. I want to test the loading mechanism and make sure that that is functioning correctly. So if we want to smelt stuff, we're going to stick it in here, and that should equally divide the logs between the 2 furnaces. And I don't know if it's going to be 100% equal, but it should get close, I suppose. And I suppose we can do a stack into each of these. And as the furnaces cook away, that's all going to be gathered in the central chest over here. So you can come in here, cook whatever you want, and come back a little bit later. I don't know, go have a cup of tea over at the fireplace with Sal, and then come back to the smelter a couple minutes later, and everything should be done. I mean, it's not going too slow. That's a quarter of a stack done in, I don't know, like a minute or so. And I suppose we could expand this at some point with more furnaces, but I'm very happy with this. This is all we're going to need out here, I think, to make a bunch of stone bricks and all the sort of nice little decorative blocks that we can cook inside of smelters. And hopefully this will become quite useful for my fellow exiles. Last thing I need to do, though, is finish the external build of the building. Nice small footprint, so it shouldn't take too long. And one more time lapse, and this bad boy is going to be done. It's the next day in real life, everyone, and we're kicking things off with some enchanting. Silk Touch is what is required, although I must apologize for my morning voice. It's kind of early today, but I wanted to log on as soon as possible because I finished the Smeltery. Can't wait to show you, it's so cool, but I also want to get Silk Touch in this episode. So I made another couple of diamond pickaxes, and we are ready to try and get the Silk Touch action. Got another 5 levels or so, which is going to help, but so far, nothing is silk touching, which isn't great, although this is Unbreaking 3. Let's go for it. Okay, that's just Unbreaking 3. Oh my goodness, guys, this will be a tragedy if we can't get silk touch today. I suppose we can try again. Unbreaking 2 might get silk touch. We get Fortune. Minecraft, why are you doing me dirty like this, dude? This is very, very cruel. Fortune again. Oh my goodness, this is not a great start to the day. Even though it's beautiful weather outside today in England, the sun is out, the birds are chirping, but apparently Silk Touch is not a chirping. Well, there it is, Silk Touch at level 19, but we're currently level 6 because we burnt a lot of XP to try and get to the Silk Touch. At least the Silk Touch is in the enchanting table, which means I suppose we can do a few things to try get up to level 19. And I guess we'll start with some bovine murder, because that will give us a decent amount of XP. Guys, I cannot end the episode without getting the shiny blue rocks. It must happen. It must happen. So it turns out getting to level 19 in the early game of Minecraft is actually kind of challenging. Although we do have a bunch of options. I did murderlate quite a few cows, and I don't think I'll do any more, because I want to leave some over there for everybody else. But fishing is another way to do it, right? Every time we catch a fish, we get a little bit of levels. And over the course of the last few streams, we've been doing some fishing. Managed to yoink a mending fishing rod out of the ocean at some point, so we are slowly but surely upgrading our fishing situation here. And, well, you know what? It's a beautiful day in England. The sun is out. The skies are blue. I've got a tasty cup of coffee over here. 1 second. And I am going to just fish my way to level 19. It's just us on the server right now. I'm chilling, taking it easy. And this shouldn't take too long, hopefully. We get, like, a notch of experience every time we catch something. And yeah, Silk Touch shall come from the ocean, I suppose. And I've just hit level 19 after about 15 minutes of fishing or so. Made much quicker and more entertaining by a visit from Jevon, who just came over to say hello. In other good news, managed to get a name tag also, which is pretty sweet. That means we can name the parrot, who's been sitting there waiting for a name for some time now. And some of you guys had some great suggestions for a name for the parrot. So, hey, this has been a pretty good, lucrative fishing session. I'm glad that we did it, even though I could have got the levels much faster some other way. We got them, and that means we get Silk Touch on the pickaxe. And efficiency 3, we take that. And that means, gimme all the shiny blue rocks. Yes! Amazing! Who cares about smelteries and parrots and stupid salmon head fish things? This is all that matters. Am I right, my fellow Minecraft players? Absolutely beautiful. Oh man, the interior of this place coming together. All sorts of trinkets and whatnot in our little canal boat. Most excellent. I've also just realized that with this assortment of diamond pickaxes that we are gathering, there is a chance where we can get up to efficiency 4. Yeah, Silk Touch Efficiency 4, Unbreaking 3, pretty much your ultimate pickaxe, although we just need a few more levels for that. Not a problem, we'll just fish even more. Friends, I was supposed to start editing this video an hour ago, but as Minecraft is the funnest game ever made, there have been a serious number of distractions this morning. It's fine, we'll get there. Starting with naming the parrot. Thanks for all the great ideas, guys. I really love the idea of naming the parrot Pal. So instead of Sal, it's Pal, and I think that's a really great name for him. It really suits his color too, you know, and his little, like, hairstyle. Hey, Pal, what's up, dude? What's happening? Very good. Also, do we have enough levels left to make this awesome pickaxe? We do. Silk Touch Efficiency 4, Unbreaking 3. That is a job well done for a week out in exile, I would say. A very great pickaxe. No mending, but it is obviously super powerful. And lastly but not leastly, the Smeltery, where I can finally dump all of this stuff to get smelting. Have a look. This is what it looks like. Very nice. It's nice and snugly put into this part of the jungle. I'll do a little bit of work here to integrate it into the terrain a bit better on live stream or something, but nothing too fancy, just a bit of block variation and whatnot. Pretty standard issue builds, build style, I guess. Although the one little touch that I do like are these alternating dark oak wood and spruce planks. I think that's kind of cool. That's a nice little touch to add a bit of uniqueness to the building. But of course, inside, it looks like so. And it's very cozy, very blacksmithy, and very, very cool. And everything should be set up for functioning correctly. Oh, you know what? This is doing it completely wrong. Hold on, Ren, what are you doing? The ores don't go into these ones. The ores can go into these ones here, right? The blast furnaces will take care of the ores rather efficiently, and we can use the furnaces to deal with all of the steak and the fish that we've managed to yoink out of the world over the last couple of days. So we can just dump some of that in here. Fish and steak can cook away. And I guess we've got a little bit more copper to dump into the furnaces over here. And there we go. Our furnace room fully cooking. Up and running, everything baking away quite nicely. There's a rather pungent odor in here of smelting copper, salmon, and steak all at the same time. Kind of weird, but kind of tasty too. And as you can see, it's not the fastest smelting facility of all time, but it's doing the job. We can fill up the furnaces, come back later, and everything will be smelted and available in a singular collection point. And that, my friends, is the Smeltery of Exile completed. And may all of my fellow exile-y people out here enjoy it and make very fervent use of it, because, you know, it took me quite a long time to create 66 hoppers. Takes a long time to make in vanilla Minecraft at the very beginning of the game. Very, very long. Anyway, friends, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the episode, and if you have, please do take a moment to show your appreciation with a like on the video. And if you haven't subscribed yet, well, you know the deal. Hit the stinking subscribe button. Right, I need to go edit. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye, everybody.